Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he pulls it in at the 15.
You know, this offense knew coming into the game they were going to get some opportunities to take shots down the field. They feel like they've got the guys on the perimeter to win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it set up on the outside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Gonna look downfield again. Starting to feel a little pressure. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
To the air, it's Lagway. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
When you got a weapon this good at tight end, a quarterback, you've got to look his way, especially in this area of the field. Because remember, it's the red zone where these windows are so small. Nice job getting the completion.
Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Going right to work up top. Going for a big play right off the bat. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Finding an escape route. There he goes! Oh, the ball's out after that big play! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
He wants to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Bringing it back.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you've got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. On the ground, it's ball. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Avoids pressure. Fires on the move. Picked off, and then running an early drive with the turnover. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the 1st down, and stay on the field.
Extending the play. Looking to the end zone. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Let's go. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Skips away from pressure. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree.
Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. Oh, what a move to get open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Gators are in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To throw, it's Lagway. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but they're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Bought a little time, lets it go. This time it's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped him.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop. But nice job by the defensive lineman. You get off the football, don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They're come flying in there, making the stop. But a nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, Gators! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Forced out of the pocket. Throws for the tight end. Already find a hole in that secondary. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for room, it's Haynes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Now adjusting. Lets it fly. He's got it.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Haynes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. The Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Here's a heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking for a man, it's Underwood. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. First and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can scoop.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Michigan.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
So much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
And he picks up what he can before stepping out of bounds at the end of the return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Lagway. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. The Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Grbac, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And how about this confidence in their field goal kicker? They're going to pat him on the butt and say, go give us 3, big fella. Oh, the attempt is no good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets rid of it. The short hands, it's ball. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Webb. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. They took a shot at the end zone and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Florida! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, Dave. He unleashes a long one. Makes a grab for a big play. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a with explosive plays, and they use one there to set him up inside the 30. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Quarterback adapted. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touch! Gators! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Buys a little time with his feet. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Now he's looking into the middle. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity, on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the 2nd half to build on your 2-possession lead.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Got it behind the line. It's Webb. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That little swing pass to the right was high percentage, low productivity.
And you see this a lot in college football. This is like a run. This is an outside run. I'm going to dump it to the running back really quickly to try to get him on the perimeter in space. It didn't work. The defense was ready for it, came up and made a nice tackle.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give from the gun. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. He caught it! And he will score! Touchdown, Florida!
And That's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Fires downfield. Got his man to the left. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Grabs it inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Trying to barrel in. Trying to rumble in. The big tight end was fighting for every inch, but he will be stopped short, and it'll be fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Sneak gets it done.
And how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. Fourth down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
To the air, it's Underwood. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now rolling to the left. Trying to escape and get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. They'll try to run for it. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Now improvising. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Moving away from pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Looking for his man in the middle. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll line up to kick it and try to make this a one-score game. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. This is now a 7-point game. They're sending out the regular kickoff unit. I know they have one timeout left, but you got to go onside kick here. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way back up.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Give to the back. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.